Good evening, everybody. Here you go. It's a lesson on present simple tense, and it's going to be a very short lesson, but very interesting at the same time. So let's begin. All right. So, what is present simple? Does it sound very simple? Yes, it is very simple, but sometimes you need to be careful because you end up making mistakes. Lots of students in standardized exams, lose their scores just because they make mistakes with present simple. So, if you can master present simple, I think lots of your language problems can be resolved. So, let me take you to the subject. So, what is present simple? It's the most basic and commonly used verb tense in English. Have you ever thought about it? It expresses what? Habitual actions. For example, what you do every day, your routine, your general habits. Like, for example, you play soccer, like drawing, so whatever. So, and general truths, like if something is true about you, then you have to use present simple because it's a general thing. It's neither past nor it's happening now, or it's not even future. So it's something very general. And if something is there, and the state of being, then you use present simple as well. So it is simple, as I said before, yet you need to practice in order to master this tense. So let's get into it now, practicing present simple. So, how do we form the present simple tense? It's formed by the base form of the verb, the infinitive without to. For example, let's take the verb eat. The infinitive form is to eat, right? But if you want to talk about what you eat, then you say, I eat rice every day. You would never say, I too eat, right? So I eat rice every day, or I eat bread every day. But there's an exception. The exception is if you're using third person singular. What do you mean by third person singular? Not I, not you. I is first person, it's me. You is second person, it's you. Whereas the third person is not I and you, but it is somebody else. So that somebody else can be he, she, it, or it can be Pat, it can be Matt, it can be Ram, it can be Abdullah, right? It can be anybody, Mariam. So it's not I, it's not you, but it is somebody else. So I eat rice. You eat rice. However, Abdullah eats rice, right? So Mariam eats rice. So this is something that you have to be very careful about. In most countries, in most languages, they don't have this distinction. So most students come to me and say, Doctor, Maria eat rice, Abdullah eat rice. Okay, but is it correct? Can you say Maria eat rice? No, Maria eats rice. So let's move on and practice a little bit more. We talked a little bit about it, but let's practice more. So we talked about habitual actions already. So habitual actions are the actions that you do on a regular basis. It becomes a habit. It becomes a routine to you. For example, I walk to school every day. It's a routine because you do it every day. It has become a habit in your life. She brushes her teeth before bed, which means she does it almost every day. Can you think of any other habits? For example, I sleep or I go to bed instead of, I don't know when I'll sleep, but I go to bed at 11 p.m. every day, which is a bad habit. Yes. But Fatma goes to bed at 9 p.m. every day, which is a very good habit. I wake up at 8 a.m. every day. whereas Abdullah wakes up at 5 a.m. every day. So Abdullah's habit is a good habit and Fatma's habit is a bad habit, right? But it's a habit. That means you do every day. So think of other habits and practice saying, for example, let's say a habit like I watch TV for 1 hour every week. She watches TV. Fatma watches TV. Abdullah watches TV. Yeah. So that is habitual actions. Okay. So if you want to know about other people and you want to ask a question, so how would you ask? No. Is it easy to ask question? Yeah, it's very easy. You can see that for most subjects like I, you, we, and they, you need to just use do. For example, do you play soccer? Do you eat rice? Do you walk to school every day in the morning? Do I play football? Do we do this? Do they play soccer? So you use do with all the subjects. But remember, I told you about the third person. What is the third person? He, she, it, and anybody else. It can be Abdullah, it can be Sam, it can be Pat, but they should be singular. That means there's only one person. He is only one person. Sam is only one person. Fatma is only one person. So if you're talking about somebody else and singular, then you do something else. What's that? You add S or ES. So the do becomes does here. For third person singular, we use does followed by the base form of the verb. She likes ice cream. So, how do you ask a question? You say, does she like ice cream? Does she eat breakfast every day? Does she go to bed at 9 p.m. every day? Does Abdullah play soccer? Does Fatma enjoy movies? So, does Fatma enjoy movies? But if you want to answer this question, then you say Fatma enjoys movies. So you are adding S to the verb for answering. For making a question, you are adding ES to the word do, and do becomes does. I hope this is clear to you now. Okay, let's try to practice this. So take a moment. She, if I say she go to school by bus every day, is it correct? No, she goes to school because she is just one person, somebody else, not I and you. So if it's not I and not you, then you have to add S or ES. So she goes to school by bus every day. Let's look at the second sentence. They. In this word, is this singular? This is not singular, right? It's not she or it's not he. It's more than one person. So it is they. So there is no need of adding an S or ES. So they play basketball on Saturdays. The third one, my cat. How many are there in this? One person? One or two or three? It's only one. So my cat drinks milk in the morning. Right. So we, one or two people here? Two. So we meet our grandparents twice a month, or we see our grandparents twice a month. Yeah. So there is no need to add S or ES because we is more than one person. Here you go. He. How many? Is it one person or more than one? It's only one person. So he brush his teeth? No, he brushes his teeth before going to bed. That's right. He brushes his teeth before going to bed. Let's move on to the next sentence. The sun. How many? The sun. How many? There's only one sun for the whole globe. So the sun shines in the sky during the day, right? The sun shine or shines? Shines. So the sun shines in the sky during the day. Here you go, your most favorite I. Who doesn't like I? I love myself. So I love chocolate ice cream. I love chocolate ice cream. Can I say I loves? Impossible. So I love chocolate ice cream. Every summer, my family, this is the tricky one, right? So it's the cutest one because my family is a unit. Sometimes you can say my family is a unit, so you can use it as singular, only one family. So my family goes to the beach. Every summer, my family goes to the beach. Is this clear to you? So let's repeat. She goes to school every day. They play basketball on Saturdays. My cat drinks milk in the morning. We meet our grandparents twice a month. He brushes his teeth before going to bed. The sun shines in the sky during the day. I love chocolate ice cream. Every summer, my family goes to the beach. Okay? So let's try to do another activity here. But you have to form questions. Until now, we were making sentences. Now it's your turn to produce questions. There are statements here, and let's try and practice producing questions. What did I tell you? How do you produce questions? You have to use do or does to produce questions. When do you use do? Do is with subjects like I, you, they, we, or more than one person. But if it's only one person, like she, he, Ahmed, Abdullah, Mariam, or Pat, or Sam, you have to use does. Okay, let's try now. Let's look at the first sentence. They, is it do or does? Do. So do they play soccer? Okay. Sentence number 2. Is it do or does? It's does. Does she like to read mystery novels? Look at this. Does she like? Because the S in like gets removed and you take this S and add to the word do. So do becomes does and here likes becomes only like. Okay, so does she like to read mystery novels? Do we eat dinner? Does he go to the gym 3 times a week? The school is singular, so does the school open at 8:30 a.m.? Does Maria listen to classical music? Now cats, it's more than one. So, do cats sleep a lot during the day? I watch TV in the evening. So, do I watch TV in the evening? Thank you very much. I hope you loved this lesson. I'll come back with a new lesson again soon. Thank you.